Good morning, Sunday schoolers, and happy St. Lucia Day. Have you ever heard of St. Lucia Day? It's celebrated every year on December 13th, primarily in Scandinavian countries, and in particular, Sweden. And there's another name for St. Lucia Day, and it's called the Festival of Light. In the background, you can hear the song Sankta Lucia, sung in Swedish, and it's a song that I used to sing when I went to a Swedish college, and the choir I was in was even called the Lucia Singers. And behind me, you can see some Swedish decorations that have been passed down in my family, which has Swedish roots. Now, the funny thing about St. Lucia is that she was actually an Italian woman. So how did she get connected with Sweden? Well, here's her story. She was married, she was the daughter of a wealthy Italian man. And unfortunately, her dad had passed away, and her mom wasn't doing too great either. And so she was so desperate that she prayed to God and said, if you just heal my mother, I'm going to devote my life to you. I won't get married, and everything I do will be for you, God. So the legend has it that when her mother recovered, Lucia convinced her mom to give her her dowry, or all the money that would have been given to her future husband. Remember, she said she wasn't going to get married, and use it instead to feed the poor. Lucia would go around in catacombs underneath Rome to deliver food to persecuted Christians. To free up her hands, she would wear a crown of candles on top of her head so that she could find her way through the darkness. Lucia's would-be husband was very angry with her. Not only did he lose his beautiful bride-to-be, but he also lost all the money that he would have gotten for marrying her. It seems a little selfish, doesn't it? But we're not going to focus on him. He reported Lucia to the government, accusing her of being a witch and helping the Christians, who, remember, they were being persecuted, were killed because of their faith in Jesus. And because of this, because Lucia said, "Yes, I believe in God," she was killed by the Roman government. Now here comes the Swedish connection. Swedish legend has it that after Lucia's death, a ship carrying a maiden, clothed in white and crowned in light, appeared during a great famine when there wasn't a lot of food going around. And this maiden was believed to be the now St. Lucia, and she distributed food and clothing to the needy, thus endearing her to the Swedish people. She became a great example of service and strength and courage and leadership and compassion, and she symbolized the coming of the end of a long winter and the return of light into a dark world. When I was growing up, my family, who has Swedish roots, celebrated St. Lucia Day every year. I'd even get dressed up like St. Lucia and deliver cookies and share the story with my classmates at school. And on the morning of St. Lucia Day, we'd wake up early before light, and we'd have a candlelight breakfast of waffles and sausage and all sorts of good things. And today, my niece and nephew even carry on the tradition with my sister, their mom. Our Bible readings today are a perfect fit for St. Lucia Day. The prophet Isaiah says that we are blessed by God to bring the good news into the world and to comfort them, to comfort those with whom we interact. And the Gospel of John, we hear John the Baptist say that a great light has come into the world, and that light is Jesus. John says that he and all of us can reflect that light that Jesus gives us into this world, because light overcomes darkness. And Lucia is a perfect example of what it means to serve others and to bring the light into the darkness in Jesus' name.